What's up, Grace Kids? It's good to be joining you today on Grace Kids TV. My name is Pastor Jelani. I get to serve as an associate pastor here at Grace. I get to lead worship. I work with the communications team, and I also get to work with the outreach teams here. And it's so fun, and it's awesome serving God. And do you know where I'm joining you from today? My Jeep. Why? Because it's super quiet in here, so I can make all the noise I want to. So, in today's story, we're going to be learning about how sin spread to all people. Adam and Eve in the beginning of the Bible had two sons, Cain and Abel. Abel took care of the sheep, and Cain took care of plants and animals. Cain and Abel were brothers. But Cain became really jealous and angry at his own brother Abel. In his anger and envy, Cain did something really bad. Yikes. Through the story, we'll learn more about what happens when we let our sinful thoughts and feelings take over our actions. But before we get to today's story, let's head over to Grace Kids Trivia to see what you remember from last week's story about how sin first entered the world in the Garden of Eden. Good luck, and God bless.
Question 1, true or false? Adam and Eve, the two first people, lived in God's beautiful garden. In the garden, God put trees with fruit. And the answer is true. This one was true. You may remember, but God did put trees with fruit that Adam and Eve could eat from. Well, sort of, which leads us to our next question. Question 2, true or false? God told Adam and Eve that they could eat from any of the trees in the garden. And the answer is false. This one was false. God told Adam and Eve that they could eat from any of the trees in the garden except for one. This was called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God told Adam and Eve if they ate from this tree that they would die. Question 3, true or false? A koala talked to Eve and told her that she would not die if she ate from the tree of knowledge and good and evil. The koala said she would actually be like God and know good and evil. And the answer is false. False again. All of this was true, but instead of a koala, it was actually a serpent or a snake who told Eve that she wouldn't die from eating the fruit from this tree. Question 4, true or false? Eve ate fruit from the tree and then gave some to Adam and ate it too. Adam and Eve disobeyed God by not following his instructions. This is called sin. And the answer is true. This one is true. God said that because of their sin, bad things would happen and that life would be hard. But God promised that someone would come from Eve's family to get rid of the serpent. And our final question of the day, question 5, true or false? Since Adam and Eve sinned, everyone now is born a sinner. And the answer is true again. Sin pushes us away from God, but God never stops loving us. God sent his son Jesus to rescue people from sin, to pull them back closer, and to be with God.
Hi friends, my name is Megan.
And my name is Jessie. Megan, I am so mad.
What's got you mad, Jessie?
My little brother is going to a birthday party today and I'm not.
Well, how come?
Well, the birthday party is for a kid in his class and I wasn't invited.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jessie.
I love birthday parties. I wish I could go.
I know, but that's fun for your brother. Maybe you could try being happy for your brother instead of being jealous? Okay, well, while you think about that, let me tell you a story from the Bible about something terrible that happened when a man was jealous of his brother. Adam and Eve had 2 sons, Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel grew up. Abel became a shepherd and took care of sheep, and Cain worked the ground like a farmer. One day, Cain gave God an offering of some of the food he grew. Abel gave God some of his sheep. God was pleased with Abel's offering, but he was not pleased with Cain's. Cain was angry. "Why are you so upset?" God asked. "If you do what is right, I will be pleased with your offering." God told Cain to be careful. "Sin wants to control you," God said, "but you must control it." Then Cain invited Abel to go out into the field. While they were in the field, Cain killed Abel. God asked Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," said Cain. "Is it my job to look after him?" But God knew what had happened. He said to Cain, "What have you done?" Then God punished Cain. He said Cain would spend the rest of his life wandering the earth. He would not have a home. If Cain tried to work the ground, nothing would grow. "This punishment is too much," Cain said. "If I have to wander the earth, whoever finds me will kill me." So God put a mark on Cain to protect him, so that whoever found him would not kill him. Cain left and lived in the land of Nod. He had a family, but they did not follow God. God gave Adam and Eve another son, Seth. Adam and Eve's family grew. Seth grew up and had a family too. Around this time, Adam's descendants and Seth's family began to call to God. Adam and Eve's sins spread to their family, but God did not forget his promise to send a rescuer. At just the right time, God would send his son to save sinners.
Hey Grace Kids! I am super excited for this craft. It goes perfectly with the story and it's kind of different from anything we've ever made. So you're going to need the direction sheet. Your teacher will have that. You're going to need the printout, which is 2 pages, and it should be on cardstock, which is heavier paper, and I'll explain why later. Then you need something to color with, some scissors to cut it out, a hole punch, or a pen, and a little brass fastener. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do the craft. Are you ready? Okay, so first you're going to color both of these pictures. You're going to color the rainbow, kind of colorful colors, and then the raindrops, more of like darker gray and dark blue colors, okay? Okay, the next step is you're going to cut out around the big circle. Okay, and then you're going to cut cut out around the shell. Okay, so the next step, you have to be super careful because like my hole punch isn't long enough to get to that middle spot. So I'm just going to use a pen, and we're going to try to have these punched for you ahead of time, but I'm going to show you just in case. So you're just going to push very gently in the middle. Okay, and it doesn't have to be a big hole punch. It just needs to be big enough for the little brass fastener to fit through. Okay, and then I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit on the back. Okay. Next, you're going to put the boat on top and put the brass fastener on the top, and then flip it over and just open up the little arms, and that's going to keep it all together. And then you can turn the shell. Okay, so cool. So it goes with the story. I'm going to read this and you can read along with your class if you would want to. It says, Noah, his family and the animals were safe on the ark when the flood came. God saved them. God told Noah to spread out all over the earth, have children, and take care of the world. God had sent the flood to punish the world for sin, but God promised that he would never again send a flood to cover the whole earth. God put a rainbow in the clouds to be a reminder of his promise. Later, God sent Jesus to earth. Jesus was punished for our sin so that when we trust in him, we can have life in God forever. All right, so this craft I think is a really cool way to share the story that we learned today about Noah and God's promises that he made, and how he did send a rainbow, and how that we have hope in Jesus because he came to save us, to forgive us for our sins. I hope that you guys have fun making this craft, and I can't wait to see how you guys create the different colors and make your craft so that you are able to share the story with others that you learned today. Thanks so much for watching Grace Kids TV. Have a great week.